Hello. How are you? 10 things America stole from Britain. The Beatles? Does that count for 4? I'm interested. I'm very interested. 10 things we stole. What does that exactly mean? I guess I'll find out.
From pastries to patriotic sing-alongs. Welcome to Watch Mojo UK, and today we'll be counting down our picks for
The light bulb.
top 10 things America stole from Britain.
He likes American stuff.
Before we begin, if you enjoy this video, be sure to subscribe for more great content.
Okay.
For this list, we're counting down famous facets of American culture which actually originated in Britain.
These are like the most random clips. An apple getting blown up by a baseball bat?
While
Okay.
standout British inventions are subject for another list, today's countdown tackles typically American things, which the US has the UK to thank for.
Got it. Okay, so it's kind of things that America co-opted and kind of, I as an American might think we invented, but we stole it. Okay. Let's see.
Number 10, apple pie.
Really?
As American as apple pie, right?
Right.
Wrong. The sweet treat is a staple on US dining tables, but the British were the first to serve it way back in the 1300s.
You know what's sort of interesting? That is a staple according to Wikipedia. I think it's kind of an old thing. Maybe I've had one apple pie.
A popular dessert throughout European history, with Dutch and Swedish styles also inspiring menus worldwide, it was taken across the pond with the 17th century colonists. Since then, apple pie has become a standout symbol of US patriotism, as well as a central component to a teen comedy franchise.
It's not what it looks like.
I can't say I'm surprised that we weren't the first people to think to make a pie out of apples, but that is interesting because that is an iconic American thing.
Number 9, YMCA.
Oh.
Way before village people turned this institution into a cheesy disco anthem, and long before the YMCA swept across America, the Young Men's Christian Association was the brainchild of English philanthropist George Williams. Dismayed by working conditions in 18th century London, Williams conceived the now famous charity as a safe place for its patrons. While the movement's worldwide influence is something to be proud of, difficult to imagine Williams joining in with the dance moves.
That's actually fascinating. The YMCA is absolutely pervasive here in the States. I don't know about over there. I guess I assume it is too, since it's originated there. Evidently, I didn't know that, but wow. Everybody goes to the YMCA. I mean, so many people. I've always thought it was interesting that it's like a charity, because so many people go there. As just the gym of choice, the YMCA.
Number 8, chocolate bars.
I think I'll eat it now.
Candy bars are big business stateside, but before Mars, Hershey's, Milky Bar or Baby Ruth, there was one bloke in Bristol making confectionery history. Joseph Fry finalised the first mass-produced chocolate bar in the mid-1800s, around the time that the Dutch developed a chocolate press. Fry's chocolate cream hit shelves in 1866 with a famed fondant filling, and the bar can still be bought today.
I can't say I'm surprised. I never thought that the chocolate bar was invented by America or anything. I know you guys have the Toblerone or, the mountains that keep getting smaller, and every year it's like a news story. They made the mountains smaller to save chocolate. American chocolate kind of sucks.
John Cadbury quickly followed suit, while the likes of Hershey's didn't arrive until the late 1890s. Number 7, sandwiches.
Could I have a glass of wine?
Okay,
And a ham sandwich?
if you like.
With a pickle?
All right.
Thanks to world-conquering fast food outlets Homer Simpson and Joey Tribbiani, you'd be forgiven for thinking that this foodstuff was a US creation. However, the history of the sandwich is long and complicated, and very little.
I mean, when the invention is just stuffed between two pieces of bread, then I would have been surprised once again if that was invented in America, because America's not that old of a country.
Of it happened in America. While early versions are recorded across Europe, It's named after the 4th Earl of Sandwich in Kent. The story goes that he was an ardent gambler, and meat between bread
Sorry.
was the simplest way of eating without disrupting a game of cards.
Oh,
It's for display purposes only and should not
I need to cough. I'm back.
be eaten.
Way of eating without disrupting a game of cards.
Sandwich for display purposes only and should not be eaten.
So it's like inventing finger food.
Number 6, The Office.
That's what she said.
I do forget that this started in the UK. Like that there's the American Office, and I didn't even know which one came first until just now. Apparently in the UK.
Yes, we mean the TV show and not the actual open plan workplace, which is largely a German invention. Anyway, unlike a lot of American remakes of British TV, The Office US did manage to tap into most of what made its predecessor pair. But after 9 series and a shed load of awards, let's just remember where it all started.
Yeah, because at this point, The Office is iconic here in America.
Steve Carell's Michael Scott is hilarious in his own right, but for fans of the British original, he'll always be David Brent in disguise. Number 5, Plastic Surgery.
Wow.
Plastic surgery. Sorry, someone's walking outside. I'm facing the bedroom window, so someone was walking. You know, someone walking here in America is a sight to see. Wow, someone's outside walking? Stop the press. Call the presses. What's that saying? Stop the presses. I don't know. Yeah, that's the one. Sorry, what?
Number 5, Plastic
Plastic surgery. I would have thought that was an American invention. Yeah, definitely.
Surgery.
Wow. That came out of me.
From Botox to boob jobs, America is the world's leading market for cosmetic surgery, with millions going under the knife every year.
Right.
But the industry was by no means born in the USA. Sir Harold Gillies is often
That seems like something we would have came up with.
credited as the father of plastic
What in the hell is going on with this mannequin?
surgery, a New Zealand-born, London-based surgeon who gathered leading physicians to treat thousands of soldiers who had been injured or disfigured in World War I.
Oh, yeah, okay. So back, like, plastic surgery that's not actually used just for purely vanity purposes.
Gillies' work became a blueprint for all sorts of reconstructive procedures, and a starting point for today's aesthetic options. Number 4, the light bulb. A supposedly serial stealer of other people's ideas, Thomas Edison's light bulb moment is considered one of the most significant steps in modern technology.
Hey, Edison!
Now, this is interesting to me. The light bulb, really? Tommy Edison didn't invent it?
How about sharing some of those light bulbs, huh?
Hey, figure it out for yourself, man.
But experts are continually divided on just how much Edison did to develop the design. Before the Wizard of Menlo Park, there were countless other scientists creating electric light and light bulbs, not least British pioneers including Humphrey Davy and Joseph Swan. The anti-Edison camp claims that the inventor's only skill was knowing when to patent.
One thing Edison did invent, for 100% genuine Edison invention, that we use every day, probably, most of us.
Is it nasal hair clippers?
Number 3,
That's super interesting. So he's not the one who figured out how to make them last a lot longer or whatever with that shape and filament type? That's fascinating. So who did invent it exactly?
donuts.
One little bite won't hurt you.
I would have thought we invented donuts too.
Now, the origins of the donut are a sticky affair, with claims and counterclaims sending historians round and round in circles.
And that makes sense once again because it's kind of like a super broad class of baked goods. A donut. What even makes a donut a donut? I don't know. I really don't know.
However, while a stronger suggestion remains that the Dutch took the treats to America in the mid-19th century, a 2013 discovery seemingly proves that the Brits were baking them at least 50 years before.
Wow.
Baroness
50
Elizabeth
years.
Dimsdale's cookbook dates to 1800 and includes a strikingly similar recipe. A deep-fried concoction of sugar, eggs, butter and yeast, add some icing, and it's the real deal. Number 2.
Is it the fact that they're deep fried? Because they don't need to have a hole in it to be a donut. I don't know anything about baking, so I don't even know why I'm trying to talk about it like I might. I don't. I don't know what makes a donut a donut.
Baseball.
Baseball. We didn't invent baseball.
A national sport and obsession in the US, baseball was born in the UK.
Had no idea.
There are countless records
Do you guys even play baseball?
of bat and ball games being played in Blighty, starting with stool ball in the 1300s. Sure, the rules have changed and refined over the years, but the basic premise is usually the same. Someone pitches, someone swings, others try to catch. In fact, some researchers argue that baseball is an offshoot of cricket, an English obsession which didn't catch on across the Atlantic at all.
But baseball and cricket are like nothing alike, other than the fact that you're swinging a bat at a ball. It's so pretty much everything else is so different as far as the rules.
Number 1, the Star Spangled Banner.
The Star Spangled Banner. How did we not invent that?
We finish with a final salute for Great British influence on American culture, because the US national anthem is sung to the tune of an 18th century English drinking song. Baltimore wordsmith Francis
Drinking
Scott
song.
Key takes full credit for the lyrics, but the melody was written by John Stafford Smith, a Gloucester-born composer. The Anacreontic song, as it was originally known, was regularly belted around a prestigious London gentleman's club, where wealthy people met to wine and dine.
Do you agree?
That's crazy. Our own national anthem wasn't. We couldn't even come up with a melody for that. What the heck? You'd think he would come up with an original melody. The origins of the Star Spangled Banner can also be seen in England. What the heck? That was a really interesting video. Light bulb, sandwiches, donuts, Star Spangled Banner. Dang. Baseball and light bulb. Those are kind of mind blowing. Good job, Watch Mojo. And thank you for watching. I hope you are having a great day, I hope maybe I'll see you tomorrow. Subscribe if you want to. Thank you. Okay. See you tomorrow, guys.